do so.
Is that the one?
Buckingham Palace on our left, the primary residence of the reigning monarch. However, I'm sure some of you might know that Queen Elizabeth divides her time between Buckingham Palace on our left and Windsor Castle, which is in Berkshire. You may notice the large golden statue which stands just outside of Buckingham Palace. Our statue is called Winged Victory, or Nike, and it was placed outside of Buckingham Palace shortly after Queen Victoria's death in 1901 to commemorate her. It was placed there by Edward VII,
it's for
Victoria's successor.
Queen Victoria.
Buckingham Palace and Winged Victory on our left. But now coming up on our left-hand side are the Wellington Barracks, where the soldiers who guard Buckingham Palace reside. The Wellington Barracks is home to the 5 regiments of Her Majesty's Guard. That's the Grenadier, the Coldstream, the Irish, the Scots, and the Welsh. I don't suppose anyone is watching the Great British Bake Off at all. Well, you might have noticed one of the contestants used to be a Coldstream Guard. Paul, I think his name is. Yeah, he would have resided in the Wellington Barracks on our left-hand side.
You're my first passenger who actually got it to you, because I mentioned it a couple of times. I saw it. Really. You don't watch it? Yes.
On our left-hand side, if you look down the road, you'll shortly be able to see Scotland Yard. It is coming up on the left-hand side. Just to the left. The large grey building now. Scotland Yard is the headquarters for the Metropolitan Police, the oldest established police force in England. The building we passed is New Scotland Yard. There was an old Scotland Yard, and New Scotland Yard is actually moving to another headquarters, which is closer to Old Scotland Yard. So very shortly we'll have Old Scotland Yard, Old New Scotland Yard, and New Scotland Yard. Keep up, friends, keep up. Coming up now, on our left-hand side, is a pub called the Albert. Just to the left of us there. The Albert, of course, takes its name after Prince Albert, the husband of Queen Victoria. It was Albert's death at the age of 42 in 1861, which began Queen Victoria's extended period of mourning. He died from quite a serious case of typhoid. But look carefully at the windows of the Albert pub on our left, particularly the bottom half. You'll notice they have quite an ornate pattern on them, which kind of clouds the windows up. You can't quite see through it. Through them, I should say. Although this is purely decorative today, when the Albert was first built in the Victorian times, having clouded up windows was actually an act of social hierarchy, of social division. The windows installed were purposely clouded up so that the higher classes walking outside of the Albert pub would not be able to see the lower classes drinking inside the Albert pub, and vice versa. That was our act of social division, today purely decorative, as you know. But in front of us, you may just be able to see the very top of the Victoria Tower, as we turn right, it'll be on our left. Victoria Tower, one of 2 towers on the House of Parliament, named after Queen Victoria, the first British monarch to celebrate a Diamond Jubilee. Now on our left-hand side, you'll notice the headquarters for Channel 4, a television broadcasting station in the United Kingdom. Its headquarters here in London. Channel 4 was established in 1984 and intended to be a broadcasting station that would air rather more controversial or boundary-pushing programmes than the BBC would. I'm sure that anyone from the UK will be familiar with Channel 4 as it's home to the American animation The Simpsons. Been playing The Simpsons every weekday at 6 PM for about 20 years now.
I've been watching it for about 20 years.
So we're now making our way down Horseferry Road. It was on this road where horses, the horses who drew carriages and carts around the city, they'd be brought here to this road to be prepared to be ferried across the River Thames from the city of Westminster on this side over to the city of London, hence the name Horse Ferry. Coming up on our left is quite a large glass building with watercoloured glass panels just above the pavement. On our left, that building is the headquarters for the Home Office, a department of the British government. It's currently run by our current Home Secretary, Theresa May. Theresa May, the Home Secretary of our now Conservative government. We're very short when we stop in Millbank. If anyone requires Lambeth Bridge, I know it may seem really unusual to point that out, but I was asked for Lambeth Bridge once. It was just in front of us. Is there anyone who'd like to alight here at Millbank at all? We're all okay? Lee, we don't have anyone wishing to alight here. Thank you.
Burberry.
Just ahead of us on the right-hand side, you'll notice quite a tall, grey building with lots of windows with white panels on them. This building may look very ordinary to you and I, and from the outside it is. However, it's inside that building where our spies are trained. The building on our right is the headquarters for Military Intelligence 5, MI5, just on Horse Ferry Road. You'd think they'd be slightly more secretive about their whereabouts. But just behind us, headquarters for MI5. We're now making our way towards Parliament Square, very much the political heart of London. Home, of course, to the House of Parliament. Alright, also home to Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey has hosted every coronation of a British monarch since 1066, when William the Conqueror rode up the aisle of the Abbey on Christmas Day and declared himself the King of England. There's also, of course, inside Westminster Abbey in 2011, where Prince William and Kate Middleton celebrated their wedding. We're really going to make a stop for Parliament Square. If anyone would like to view Westminster Abbey, it is open to the public. You're more than welcome to go inside. You can alight here, just walk straight ahead of you and turn left. And if anyone would like to view the Houses of Parliament, they're not open to the public, but you can view the exterior. So you can alight here. To Parliament Square. Is there anyone who'd like to alight here?
Whoa.
Anyone? No? We're all okay? Alright, thanks very much. So the House of Parliament are on our right hand side. On our right is the Victoria Tower, the tallest Gothic tower anywhere in the world, and one of two to make its home on the House of Parliament. The other tower on the House of Parliament is called the Elizabeth Tower. It was constructed under the name of the Clock Tower, and it was renamed the Elizabeth Tower following Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee back in 2012.
Look at Parliament. Amazing.
But it is the Elizabeth Tower, which is home to the Big Ben, coming up on our right side there.
There's Big Ben.
Big Ben, just on our right there. The bell supposedly takes its name after the head of construction of the Clock Tower, now the Elizabeth Tower, a gentleman called Benjamin Hall. Although quite a large fellow, I don't think he was quite 13 and a half tons like the bell itself.
Hey, you want to do the video camera?
Oh, that would be great. I mean, you're so good at video.
So on our left-hand side, Westminster Abbey, the burial site of more than 3,000 notable historic individuals, including Queen Elizabeth I and King Charles II, as well as Charles Darwin, Charles Dickens, Isaac Newton, Rudyard Kipling, and Laurence Olivier. Now on our left-hand side is a statue of Abraham Lincoln, the great abolitionist president of the United States. So how many Americans were here at the present? No? No, how are you? This statue on our left is a replica of one which stands in Chicago, and it represents the friendship and political alliance between the United Kingdom and the United States. Big Ben in front of us once again, on the right hand side. We're now going to be making our way across Westminster Bridge. Now I have an important announcement for anyone who'd like to take your free river cruise from Westminster again. This is in China Express traffic. We're going to stop very shortly beside the London Eye. Please take note of the statue of King Boudicca on our left. If you'd like to take your free river cruise from Westminster here, please alight the bus at the next stop. Stop to walk back onto the statue of Boudicca. Turn right and turn right again. We get to Westminster here. I'll repeat that at the stop, but at the moment on our left hand side you'll see the London Eye. The London Eye on our left was constructed in 1999 to celebrate the incoming millennia. It was only intended to stand above the Thames for a year, however it has stood there now for 16 years, and as I'm sure you can see, it is open to the public. You can take flight in the London Eye. It has 32 pods on it representing the 31 boroughs and the single city of London. So we're now stopping for the London Eye. Please alight here for the Eye on your left, the various attractions beside the Eye. If you're interested in the Eye or the attractions, please speak to my colleague on the ground. I'll be more than happy to assist you. You can alight here for your free river cruise from Westminster here. You're going to walk back over the bridge to the section of Boudicca, turn right and turn right again. We have no stops. Is there anyone who'd like to alight here?
There's a clock behind you, you ask me what time it is.
So we'll wait till the next cruise bit then. Get off there.
Here or there's the next bit?
Yeah, because then we'll take the other route.
If you'd like to just look behind you, you get a really stunning view of Big Ben and the House of Parliament.
And then you're asking what side it is.
Please just make sure you return to your seats when the bus is into call. Thanks very much.